hold you down. Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you pack it up. You shack about thoughts.
Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Today, we have an NFC fighting storm between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Philadelphia. Jaquan Jackson on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Darts coming out throwing. Has a man on target to Johnson. Into the red zone. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take a 6-0 lead right away. Now we'll see them try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
No touchdown. No touchdown.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for an Eagles first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Great. No touchdown.
Here's another carry for Barkley. He cuts it back right. And he is into the end zone from Philadelphia. Touchdown. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles start off well to tie things 7-7. After tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Jackson now to return it. Things going well so far. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
From the gun, here's Dart. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
He finds Neighbors right side. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first. The Giants ready to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. He lost the football, and the fumble recovery is made. And he's going to be touched down as that one comes to an end.
Return men always think they're breaking the next one for a highlight reel touchdown. They've got to have that confidence. But sometimes that confidence leads to recklessness. It's a fine line, and they could get it punched out trying to do too much. That almost ended up the wrong kind of highlight.
That's complete to the rookie out of Missouri. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A pickup of 17, and that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. He made most of that one, didn't he? Give him 9 yards on that first down carry.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. Giants with an extra DB out there now, third down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught for the first. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. To the line and sent. Here we go, first down. Toss play to Barkley. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
Let's get to that wide complete. And they have this run to the red zone now at the 15. Coming to the line, this is first and 10.
That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Looking inside the red zone. He's got it, it's in close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moments. He's at the 1. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Barkley does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape.
And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles break the tie here in the first. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. Dodge the tackle. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Under the gun this time. Here's Dart. He throws a bullet to the center of the... That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, New York! The Giants trim the lead to 1.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin-off, pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage. Big time.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Returnable from the 2. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. A play fake now hurts to throw. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. Javon Holland comes up with it. And the Giants get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2. Here's Tracy once more. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. On the sneak, here's Dart. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped around the line, no gain. Offense in the hurry up here.
And the Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They're trying something here. They fake the spike. They aren't fooled by that fake spike. They kept charging and got there to take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Need to shake off that sack and quick. Here comes 2nd and 13. Darts out of the shotgun. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
And he takes this down close, up to the 3. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to the link right after this. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Giants. Gets it again. And he will not score. The defense gets him just before he can punch it in. He manages a couple, and they are right on the verge of it. 3rd and goal from the 1.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Tracy. And he's going to be stopped. 3rd and goal winds up losing yardage. And now, Brock, will they challenge them again on 4th and goal? And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they've taken back the lead.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun on the ground here with Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward, and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you could come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Lawton lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. They go play fake with Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. That one goes for 31 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Big trouble now, and the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. All right, so they retain possession, but they're going backwards, Brock, after they put it on the ground.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yes, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Still their football, but need to make some progress here. And this is 2nd and long. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
3rd and long for him here. Absolutely fires this one right side. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
And that is how you pin a team deep. That hits and careens out of bounds at the 3. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. Running it after the penalty. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone on first. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down. Had the chance to escape with a pick. Defense got to buckle down now as they line up for 2nd down. Hurts now from the gun. And this one Hurts had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. 3rd down coming up.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Giants get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being 3rd down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football. You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. The Giants using their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Hits his running back. And not much doing, he stopped quickly.
There's heat. That blitz coming off the snap. That QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Third down now. Here's Dart. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Play action. Hurts has it. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Cosenadivo's got it. And the Giants are... have it after his second interception of the season. We have seen this happen before, partner. 3 interceptions in a row. We're going to spare the quarterbacks who've done it. Not going to mention any names, but, man, not a list that he wanted to join.
Yeah, he probably stopped throwing the ball. Like, stop throwing the ball. You said that out loud?
No, that was out loud. Yeah. Let's start on the ground here. Tracy will couple together a yard there. Zach Vaughn with the tackle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Back from the pistol. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Chased out to his right. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. The Giants are set to punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Brings it in at the 12. And this return finally comes to an end. What a stretch it was to give his guys a short field. They've got 1st down here from the 36. Those plays are designed wrong. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
It's a screen to Barkley. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Eagles 1st down.
Come on, 38. Here we go.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Ready?
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Here we go. Ready.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Escapes the pocket. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More football from the link coming up in just a moment.
Ready, set.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Strikers, 3-3. Red, set.
Bigsby. is in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get some late points and the lead. Nice execution to get that counter to the end zone. Maybe not the play we expected, Brock, but the play that they needed right there.
I love a well-executed counter. I really do. It's like a good boxer, Kate. You set him up with a feint one way, and then you hit him with the knockout the other. Keep them from answering the bell, stopping you from reaching that end zone.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. Showing a little burst so far. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Here's start now. Fits it through the middle. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants get some late points and the lead. Kicking team out to try the extra points. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Giants push their lead to 3. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. He's going to field this at the 2. Making some progress here. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. And the fumble recovery is made.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. And when they fly down the field, they got 2 things in mind, Kate. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. On the move, headed right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover. Why? Throwing it away.
And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first.
Let's go now.
To the air on 3rd and long. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it. No connection to be made.
The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7. They'll go. Here's Dart. It's on target to Johnson. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up for the 1st and goal. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. Tracy on 1st and goal. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. Says they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. They go to him again. This defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. About 4 yards for him on that run. More distance than that left, though, on 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. On 3rd and goal, it's Dart. Into traffic, complete. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. With only 3 seconds remaining, they're going to bring out that field goal unit. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll double their lead to 6.
You know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
One last play before the break.
Come on, set, 52 blaster. Last ball, white. Blaster, 6. Ready.
He's back to throw. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And he has this down to the 34. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. Set, cut.
Airing it out to start this drive. Forced out to his right. He takes it himself. It's a small gain up to the 38. Here's Abdul Carter making plays as he cleans that one up. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and
Here we
7.
go. Here we go. Ready?
A throw left side, caught by Brown. Inside the 30. And he's finally stopped right at the start of that red zone, down at the 20. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's 1st down.
Ready.
Up the middle they go with Bigsby. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Passing now on 2nd and 10. And that's incomplete, but I do see some laundry on the field. Let's see what this flag is all about. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drop.
Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's picked out by the Giants. He's at the 30. The 10. And New York is making a house call. Touchdown. The Giants grow the lead coming out of halftime. That was awesome. The return became a question of, does he have enough steam to make it back before someone runs him down?
That is the most sprinting we're going to see him do on a football field. Maybe his whole life. That distance, whole lot more than the few yards he's usually running towards quarterback in the pocket. But he had enough to reach that goal line. You're darn right he did. He could sense it. He wanted it.
And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further. So the turnover ends in 8 points on the board. A very advantageous spot to make the call and go for 2.
I like it. In fact, I like it a lot. Those defenders, they were just sitting over there on the sidelines, and then boom, they got to get on the field. They just kind of scrambled their brains, and they took advantage of it. And as you said, didn't settle for 7. Oh, no. They're going to step on the accelerator and put 8 on the board.
Ready?
They give up the gut to Bigsby. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Throwing from the gun. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it'll be third down.
6 yards to go.
Down. Blue 30, go red. Blue black. Green jacket, smash red. Hut.
Air it out on third. All the left side. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Ready.
First and 10 at the
Yellow,
41-yard
22.
line.
Set, go.
He'll look to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Ready, 52, blue. Set.
Now we'll run this with Bigsby. He gets forward, next about 4 yards. Brian Burns coming up with the stop.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation. Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Red, 38. Set,
Here's the snap on fourth. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's down to almost, nope, they're actually going to give him the 30 feet. So they go for it on fourth, partner, and they get it in a big way, 25 yards. First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready?
Now it's Bigsby. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Leo Carrique making that stop.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Ready?
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Trouble, stop that. 10 black. Ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? So they're left facing third and long.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak.
Let's go.
Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Elliott connects there. And that gets him back to within 11.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And in great shape after that return. He's across the 35 before going out.
At their own 37-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. A handoff to Tracy. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, you really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Bails out of the pocket quick. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, might not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
Information for the Giants.
That'll be the 1st and more. Keeps himself upright. And no offense needed as they take the return all the way back for the touchdown. They have him back there, Brock, because of what he can do with even the smallest sliver of daylight. And in my opinion, partner, there aren't many plays more exciting than seeing a punt return for a touchdown.
I'm with you because it is so hard. I mean, it takes instincts, it takes intangibles, it takes greatness. I think of Dante Hall and Devin Hester and those guys that made it look easy at times, and it is not easy, especially the house one.
Jackson now to return it. Good work so far. He's got room. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Here's one to Slayton, left side. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tracy. Who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Brought down by Jahan Campbell.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Darts out of the shotgun. Buys time, rolling right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Throw here, 3rd down. He's going to try another deep one here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. On now comes their punter. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Red, 38. Ready?
Now throw to start the drive. Finds a seam down the middle. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So we're through 3 here. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is within reach. Only took them one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
Shotgun give now to Bigsby. And he's going to pay off his 1st down run with a nice pickup of 9.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Ready.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Chased out to his right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. He's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Let's see how that last incompletion affects this third down call.
Here we go. Set.
He tries to sneak it. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. When you got a tough QB who wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. First down now, ball at the 33.
33-yard line.
Set.
This is Bigsby. Second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. Now the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
No throw, third and long. This one's caught. Smith has it. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a fourth-quarter lead. It's a DeVonta Smith touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
A big spot for the Eagles now as they go for 2.
Set. Ready.
Will set up for the
Black ball.
two-point
Ready.
conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And it falls incomplete. Can't make that pass work, so as a result, they will not be able to push their new lead to a field goal. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. Making some progress here. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
Really about one score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
On first down, here's Dart. Escapes the pocket. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You know, it looked like things fell apart a little bit as he left the pocket, just not on the same page with his targets as they adjusted their routes. And that's really what led to the incompletion.
Now here's Cam Scattergood on the ground. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that one up the middle.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Has him on the quick hitter. Oh, and the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense.
I think that's one of those cases, Kate, where this defense wished that ball was round. You know, it's not, and it bounces in funny ways, and unfortunately for the defense there, it bounces the wrong way right out of bounds.
They'll run it with Devin Singletary. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
To his running back, Devin Singletary. And he gets this forward to the 19.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third down now. Here's Dart. Pass kept point to Robinson. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Here's Singletary. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second. They closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be second and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Options are open here. This is second and inches. On the sneak, here's Dart. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short. He has it on the QB sneak. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on fourth and goal. For the third time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. It's a chip shot, this one straight ahead. Cracking for it, and it's good! And late in the fourth, they have grabbed the lead.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10.
Let's go now. 10.
We're on here with Will Shipley. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut, second down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles needing a couple.
Ready, ready.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9.
Black, cloud, set, hut. 10, black. Rail, yellow, set, hut.
Here's a throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Devontae Smith, the intended target. And things look tougher now with third and long.
And 9 yards to go.
Right, ready.
Looking to throw it. On the move, headed right. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Let's go. Set,
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. Trying to push deep downfield. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Javon Holland comes up with it. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on fourth and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming. And it's one thing to know it. It's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up first and 10. They'll start the drive with Singletary. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Running with Scatterboo. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
First down. A 28-yard gain. First down, New York.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Going right back to Scadaboo. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. From the pistol, gave the Scadaboo. And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage. Now some whistles and a stoppage for an injured member of the offense. That is Cam Scadaboo, who's being attended to. 5 men out in the secondary for the Eagles on 3rd down. Run with Bryant. He does not get to that line. Looked for a moment like he might get there, but nope, 4th down coming up.
The highest metric, the city just made it sweet. People diabetic, they mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it, walk in New Orleans with the etiquette and they yelling. Getting bad, but somebody gotta do it. Come on, put up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it.
A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. From the left hash, 34 yards away. Play clock getting close to 0. We get a timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Fourth down, and we're going to see just how clutch he is on this kick. This from the left hash. Kicked well, and this is good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are, what they have to defend.
At their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
10 cycle. Blue 32. Hut.
Here he is to throw. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. They'll take 2nd down behind the sticks now after that holding call. He'll look to throw it. That's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Kate, as soon as this quarterback broke containment, I know your eyes and my eyes went the same place. Can you find a big play down the field? Unfortunately, there was not one to be had.
Throwing now. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. This one misses the tight end. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
And it's incomplete. complete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. No timeouts remaining here, partners, so they can just run out this clock. Here's a design run. So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building.